So I heard people talking about the Kiely Rodni channel a few days ago, and I kept looking for it, but I couldn't find it. And then I found tonight a channel that had screen recorded the video, and I almost don't think I should share it, but I do want to share it to show how disgusting it is. And it's just ridiculous, especially the ending. Like, this is taking that way too far, and I just want to show this, to show an example of the accusations going crazy and how there are crazy people out there. Yes, this isn't trolling. This is crazy. If anybody that made this video or channel ever hears this, please get help because you need it. It says, "Hi everyone, my name is Kiely. You have probably heard about me on the news. I want to tell you what really happened to me on that night on the 6th of August 2022. And the music that's playing during it is so creepy. It's like funeral home music. During the day, I was making some creme brulee, but they say boule, with Mags. It is a cocktail drink made with cream and vodka. We were planning on selling it at the party that we usually go most weekends up at the sanctuary, but we have never sold any booze, and this was going to be our first time doing so. It was Mag's idea, so I went along with it. Mags and I set out for the party, but first I needed to get some fuel for my car, so I went to the fuel station and only put in what I could afford. It came to about 2 gallons. I knew this wouldn't get me far, but I was only planning on going to the party, then going home soon as it ended. Past parties that Mags and I went to normally finished around 12:30 a.m. Anyway, me and Mags arrived at the party. I parked up in a safe place in the woods as I didn't want to park near the water, because I have learned from past experience that when you park in the woods, it's safer for your car and it's easier for me and Max to set up selling our cocktails. When we arrived, things were just being set up. It was still light and not many people were there yet. Sammy came over when me and Mags were setting up our stall to sell some drinks later on. I thought she might have a problem with us selling drinks at the party. It wasn't my idea, it was Mags. I mentioned to her that Sammy wouldn't be happy with us doing it, as Sammy is normally the one who sells the booze at the parties. Sammy started having a go at Mags, telling her she couldn't sell drinks here and told her to leave. Mags wanted me to leave with her, but I said I would like to stay. Mags wasn't happy with me and she left to call her boyfriend to pick her up. I stayed and chatted with Sammy. She said I couldn't sell the drinks, so she offered to buy them off me and pay me at the end of the night when she had sold it all. I said okay. The party was beginning to get started and the night was going well. I helped Sammy sell drinks, danced and mingled. I was drinking mango Trulies, which I kept in my car. When I finished one, I would go get another. Sammy was selling the same drink, so I thought I would sell the same ones on the side without her knowing. The party was going well and everyone was having a good time. It was getting late and getting cold too. I was feeling tipsy and getting tired, so I decided to go back to my car, as I had done so a few times in the night. I'd start my engine, warm up the cab, and charge phones with Sammy and some new friends that Sammy had made. Sammy was having a good time dancing with her new friends, but I wasn't feeling well, so I went back to my car to get warm and text my mom on the way to say that I was running late and would be back about 12:45. I could see and hear another party happening at the top campground. I could hear Mexican music and see some lights through the trees. When I arrived at my car, the doors wouldn't open using the central locking. I had to open the door using the key. I went to start the car to get warm, but it wouldn't start and the lights didn't work either. I think the battery was flat, so I sat there and tried to think what to do. It was quieter in the car and I was getting comfortable. I must have dropped off. Brr, I woke up. It was getting cold. Damn, I thought my mom would be getting worried, so I thought I'd better give her a call. I found my phone that had fallen off my lap when I had fallen asleep. There was no power when I tried to open it. It was flat. My car was flat and my phone was flat. I left the car to see who was around. The place was empty, not a sight of anyone, no vehicles, nothing. It was quiet and the half moon was shining through the trees. I could just make out the trail paths. I could hear singing coming from the top campsite. I knew the trail, so I decided to walk up and get some help, or at least put some charge in my phone, or borrow someone's to call home. It didn't take me long to get there. I ended up on the road and walked towards the boat ramp camping ground. I stood on the road near an SUV and I could see the lights and people at benches through the trees in the distance. There was music and I could smell something cooking. I walked up past the notice board by the road and was walking over when I came to a couple who was camping on their own some distance from the main party. I said hi, and they seemed surprised to see me. They asked what I was doing out here on my own, and I explained what had happened with my car and that it won't start back down by the lake. Ronnie said he worked for AAA, but it was his night off, but he could call his workmate who was on call to find out if he's in the area. He said if he is, he could come and give me a tow for free without his boss knowing. He said just buy him some beers for him helping. I said okay. Ronnie called his friend Nick, and he said he could be there in 30 minutes to help, so I sat down and chatted with Ronnie and Anna Mae whilst we waited for Nick to arrive. I asked them if they were with the party at the campground over there. They said no. We have come out to bury their dog who had recently passed away. Ronnie showed me pics on his phone of their dog Sport. He looked so cute. A little white poodle, is it? I said, and he said no. He was a Bichon Frise, which I hadn't heard of before. They said they had buried him just over there near the notice board and took me over to see. They said there he is, just under that little rock. We buried him here because it's such a beautiful place. They said they were married and hadn't started a family yet. Sport was our only child. They said losing Sport was like losing a child. And then it says, thank you for listening to what happened to me. Now, it's one thing to put something out there as if it's a theory and saying it's a theory, this is speculation, this is what I think. But it's another to pretend that you're a victim, a teenage girl that passed either because of someone else or a tragic accident, and then to implicate other people. It's not okay. I'm sorry. But I had been wanting to see it, so this is not a story of truth. It's clearly a fictional writing, and it wasn't stated. It was just a Kiely Rodni profile with 2 subscribers. I don't even want to show it because I don't want it to get any more attention, but I figured that if people haven't seen it, now you have, and there aren't any questions about it.